Hey, Micah Lorindo. I'm the owner of MK and Associates Real Estate. How you doing?
I'm loving yourself.
Well, I'm doing pretty well. Hey, listen, I wanted to just touch base with you quickly. I think that you had spoken with one of our agents in the past. You were looking for property. Was it what city were you looking in the Hampton Roads area?
Virginia Beach, preferably.
You were preferably Virginia Beach.
Yes.
I think that it was Andrew that you were talking with, Andrew Aston.
Correct. Yes.
That sounds familiar?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, I just like to pop in periodically and check with folks on how things are going. Andrew, we always make a couple of notes in the system. Sound like you got a promotion at your job recently?
Yeah, correct.
That's huge. That's awesome. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What's your timeline like? I mean, I know most people are good 3 to 6 months out when they first, sometimes a year or more when they first come in. And with a new promotion, what that may throw some extra, curveballs at you. What's your timeline like for wanting to be in a home?
Right. So that was originally my goal was about 3 to 6 months. Now with this new promotion, it's a lot of traveling. It's kind of hectic right now because we're literally building the processes from the beginning to end. So I would think that it would be at least within another year. So I do need to be actively looking.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Find the time. I need to look for a home, but finding the time to find a home is
exactly.
Yeah, I've been around. I know that story. Well, listen, we want to do a couple things. We want to do whatever we can to help you in the background. What we don't ever want to do is rush you. Your time is our time, whether that's a year from now, 2 years from now, or 2 months from now. So we want to walk a fine line of trying to help, but not being so helpful that we feel like we're putting any rush on you. What's your current living situation? Are you do you own right now, or do you rent?
So I am renting at the moment.
Okay. All right. And you're probably making some pretty good money now and understanding the value of what home ownership can do for you.
Exactly.
That's actually a good question. Latoya, let me ask you that. A lot of people get it. A lot of people understand, kind of the basics of home ownership. Has anybody sat down and kind of shown you what it really looks like, how much people can expect to make on their home year over year and really talk to you about, kind of drill down on some of the details of what home ownership is?
In all honesty, no. I think I've done most of the research myself, but I would love to have a professional kind of walk me through what that looks like. We hear that more often, and people understand, people get that it's a good idea. And I think a lot of times agents get that people get it's a good idea. And for that reason, they take it for granted and don't take a minute to let me walk you through some of the things how this is going to change your life. People get rich in real estate. Let me show you how that happens. Here's what I like to offer, Latoya, and I don't know if this works for you or not. I know you're in and out of town a lot, it sounds like. When you're around, what I would love to do is for Andrew and myself to sit down with you for just maybe 20 minutes. And we can take as long as you need, but on our part, we might need 20, 25 minutes and just walk you through kind of the process, first of all, how it all works from start to finish, finding the house, what does paperwork look like, what does this all look like? That's what I've found. That helps alleviate some of the nerves. A lot of times people know they want to do it, but they're a little bit afraid to start making the first steps because they don't know what it all looks like. Exactly.
I don't know. Would that be helpful for you, first of all?
That would, yes.
Okay. So why don't we start there? Whether if you're a year out, that's fine. Sometimes people walk out of our office and they say, there's nothing to that. That's not much different than what I had to do when I went to lease my house. Let's get at it right now. And sometimes people say, hey, this isn't for me right now. Let's wait a year or two. And that's perfectly fine. We just want you to kind of get a good grasp on how this is a relationship.
Okay.
We're going to be here. I don't care. We're going to want to help you. If it's a year from now, we're going to want to help you. If it's 2 years from now, we're going to, whenever that time is. So what's your schedule like these days? When are you kind of in town, out of town? Is it regular or what's that look like?
So right now it's very non-conventional. But I will be back on Friday of this week. So therefore I know next week I won't be traveling. I kind of make it a goal to only do it at least bi-weekly if I have to. So
okay.
I should be available, in all honesty, next week or the weekend preferably. So not look at the exact date. Yeah, so the weekend is like the 7th through the 9th. I don't know if you all do weekends. If you don't, I can definitely make a week. Okay, that would probably be ideal for me.
Yeah.
We could do like maybe Saturday morning or something of that event.
Okay. And where do you currently live? What city are you in right now?
Norfolk in the Gant area.
Okay. Would you? Our office is right off the interstate. Well, I can literally see the interstate from where I'm standing right now. But at Lynn Haven Parkway, is that an easy drive for you to get to us?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Let's do this, Latoya. Let me look at my calendar. Let me get with Andrea. Let's look at our calendars. We'll shoot you a text in a little bit with a couple of days and times, and let's nail down a time to meet. It's so easy. We're just all we're going to do, no commitment, no obligation. You buy when you're ready to buy. We're just going to talk about what it looks like, talk to you about what this means 4 years down the road for you, what the process looks like to that whenever you're ready to start home shopping. We're just going to kind of walk you through all of that. I got a little takeaway, little bifold pamphlet that you can have with you, kind of draws a diagram of the home buying process. And just answer any questions. A lot of times that just relieves a lot of stress. And then when you're ready, then it's just about having fun and going to find the right house.
Right. Okay. That definitely sounds interesting.
Latoya,
I just ask one thing.
My contact information right now. When you get that, if you would, I don't know if you're able to put me on speaker, but save that right now. I have saved my first name as Realtor Micah Lorindo. Lorindo is the last name. It looks harder than it is to pronounce.
Okay.
A lot of vowels in there. Save that. If you need to call me tomorrow or Wednesday and you forgot to tell me something or ask a question, I'll be under your R's, under Realtor. If you say, what was that guy's name again? I can't remember his name. It's Micah, but I'm under Realtor Micah, okay?
Gotcha. Okay, saving you in now. Let me make sure it actually goes through before I hang up. Okay, perfect. Got you saved in.
Okay. That sounds great. Latoya, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a safe trip out of town until you get back, and we'll shoot you a text here shortly and nail down some dates to meet.
All right. Thank you guys so much. And I appreciate it.
I sure will. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Hey, listen, hit subscribe so we can keep popping in to help you with some great ideas to rocket fuel your real estate business.